Hey everybody, my name's Acme. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to be sharing with you the top 3 things that I learned from poker. The top 3 life lessons that I've learned. First, a little background. I have played poker for a living on and off for the last 4 years. My last job, I was working at Fry's Electronics, and I believe that was near the end of 2010. I ended up quitting that job because I just wasn't really fitting in to the workplace, and I've always struggled with being an employee, and so I saw poker as an opportunity. And poker is actually something I was interested in since for years prior to working at Fry's. But I made the commitment in 2011 to take poker very seriously, do it full time, and so just on and off for the last 4 years, I've played poker, and I've learned so much, and I've grown so much. So I'm super grateful that I was able to take poker seriously and just open up from it and just find ways to be more happy. So I'm going to jump right into the list. There's only 3 major things that I learned from poker. The first one is to let go of entitlements. In poker, there are many situations where you'll find yourself being a favorite, find that the odds are in your favor, that the odds are with you, that the force is with you, and the last card or the second to last card that comes out is one of the few cards that your opponent needs in order to win. And so I've had situations, I've literally had situations, and I can remember one clearly from a few months ago, where it was a big pot. I think it was around $900 or $1,000, and I had about a little over $400 committed into the pot, like American US pesos, like real money, not monopoly money. And so the total pot was close to $1,000. I had a huge hand, and there was literally only one card in the deck that could have beat me. And there was only one card to come. So they had a 2% chance of winning. There was a 2% chance of them hitting that card that they needed. So I was a 98% favorite to win $1,000. And that one single card came, and I lost that hand. But I did not feel bad about it. In fact, the person who beat me at the casino I was playing at, he was so upset. He was apologizing profusely. "Oh man, I'm so sorry. That's so brutal. I can't believe that happened. That's so sick." And like, it looked like he was in pain for me. And I actually was just like, "No man, it's cool. Like, it happens. It wasn't guaranteed." And the truth is that that in life, nothing is guaranteed. I don't think there's anything that's guaranteed in life. Anything can be taken away by choice or by force. We could do everything we think is right, and then later come to find out we were on the wrong path the whole time, or we've been misled, or we actually reach that destination, but we find it doesn't actually make us feel as happy as we thought it would, or whatever it might be. Whether we have entitlements to the future, to the past, to objects in our present, to the people around us, or whatever it might be, the place where we live, our environment. The only thing we can control is where we put our attention, where we put our focus, and how we direct our energy, and where we put our efforts. And so one of the best things we can do is to actually put that energy, put those efforts towards self-improvement, because the more we better ourselves, the better we'll be at becoming successful. So the second thing is that we can't force success. In poker, especially if you're losing, if you're down whatever amount of money, and you're thinking like, "Oh man, I came here with X amount of dollars, I'm down this much, I need to do something, I need to really do like a play, I need to make like a big move to try to win that money back." So, or maybe you're up, but you're not up enough, and maybe you've been playing for hours, and I've only made $40. I need to really make some money here. I need to put in some effort. But sometimes the more you try to force it, the more you try to force success and put that effort in, the more you'll find that things actually won't go your way. So in poker, you try to do that, and for some reason, I don't know why, but like I would try to do that and I would lose almost every single time. Like sometimes it would work. Sometimes it would work, I'll admit that. But most of the time it doesn't work because you become impatient. You're trying to force something that to happen that isn't ready to happen yet. And maybe if I had just been patient, maybe something really great would have happened right around the corner, but I just got impatient at the last second. And number 3, the final thing that I learned was to analyze my losses. And I don't just mean the dollars that I would lose, I also mean emotional loss. So in poker, just like in life, there's a lot of different emotions that come up, and sometimes you lose money and like these emotions just make you feel like you lost something. Or maybe you win a lot of money and then you start feeling other emotions like arrogance or entitlement, things like that. So whenever I experience a loss, whether it's financial or emotional, I started to analyze those things and try to understand, okay, why are these emotions coming out of me? Why am I interpreting this experience this way? I mean, logically, I know I can't win every single hand. Logically, I know if I'm in a hand and I'm not 100% to win, then there's still a chance that the other guy is going to win. Why am I getting upset if I logically know, like it obviously, it makes sense. Like anyone can understand it. Why? So then why is this darkness coming out of me? So the more I began analyzing my emotions and just trying to understand myself, because if you, like I, struggle with a lot of negative emotions, me not so much now, but if negative emotions are a recurring theme, sadness, anger, frustration, annoyance, feeling upset or depressed or betrayed, whatever the negative emotion is, it's just a part of us that we haven't really begun to understand yet. So by turning our awareness onto those things and facing them and seeking a deeper understanding of who we are, where those things are coming from, it actually will begin to shine light on those things. And those negative emotions, they will begin to dissipate and they will lose their hold over us. I'm not saying negative emotions are bad and you're a bad person if you have negative emotions, but they're uncomfortable. And emotions are our sixth sense. And with each of our senses, when something's hurting, if something is blinding you in the eyes, maybe you should stop staring at the sun. If something is coming out of you just that's emotionally painful, maybe you need to dig a little deeper, figure out why, and figure out how you can understand yourself better and maybe perceive or interpret your experiences in a way where it isn't coming out in some sort of form that's harmful to you. So that pretty much wraps up the 3 major things that I learned from playing poker. I haven't played poker since June. I'm not sure if I'm going to be getting back into it. I have some other ideas of what I want to do, where my heart's taking me, but the jury's still out on that. So I guess I'll update you guys in a future video and let you know kind of where my path is taking me. But my journey with poker has been incredibly educational. I feel like poker is probably one of my biggest teachers. It has been sort of my biggest mentor and has brought about some of the biggest changes in me. It didn't directly bring those things out. It brought out the negative emotions, but I had to take the initiative to process those negative emotions and understand their origin and understand how emotions work with me. And from that, I became so much more peaceful, so much happier and loving and all kinds of things, just way more positive. And I wouldn't change anything in my past. So that pretty much does it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I almost didn't make a video today just because I was feeling a little stressed, or I got off kind of to a slow start, but my determination, my drive really kicked in. And here it is. Hope you liked it, and I'll see you guys next time.